Hi again, everybody. So I guess you guys want, or at least you're owed follow-up on my last video from Father's Day that I posted, after at 7 o'clock at night after not hearing from Erin. So Erin finally did call at 9:45 at night, and I was just floored. And I said to her, I'm like, where you been all day, Erin? I'm like, Erin, it's 10 o'clock at night. And, she started with, well, I had I slept late, and I had diving practice. Then I went out with Poppy, which is enormous. And then we went over to these friends' houses. I'm not going to say their names because I just don't want to give them attention. But these are people whose house they're over 3 times a week. And I couldn't talk. I said, Erin, I'm really, really hurt here. And she wasn't saying anything. And I'm like, let me talk to your mother. So my ex-wife gets on the phone and she starts yelling at me right off the bat. Like, why are you upsetting her on Father's Day? You should be happy that she called. And I'm like, Carrie, it's 10 o'clock at night. Like, what do you want me to say here? You put diving practice, my father, who you know I hate, who you know has been screwing around on my channel, and I knew this was coming. And then she tried to act like she didn't know what I was talking about. And then went to, again, what do you care what these women are stupid, and, letting it go. I'm like, and then you go to your friends' houses that you're there 3 times a week. And then I'm at the end. And she's like, oh, we're not there 3 times a week. I'm like, regardless, you are, but even if you're not, you're there all the time. And then she hands the phone back to Erin. And Erin screams at me, well, I wanted to spend time with Poppy, enormous, because he's the father figure you can never be. Words I've heard from, that's right out of my drunky, enormous, and my ex-wife's playbook. So my ex-wife takes the phone back and goes, and that says, don't talk to him like that, Erin. That's not right. Like, real get. And I'm like, this is exactly what I knew was coming. And I'm like, I should have held your feet to the fire in August, Carrie. And I'm like, I still don't have a picture of her for 3 years. I've been asking you since August for 3 years for a picture of her. It's 10 months now. And she's like, oh, well, you expect me just to get on my computer and send you a picture? I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I expect you to do. And she goes, why would I do that? And I'm like, because if you don't, I'm not signing my name to shit on that house. And she went dead. You're going to throw your daughter out on the street? I'm like, not at all. Not at all. then she starts and changes the subject back again. She's like, just so you know, Erin was up till 1 o'clock in the morning crying for you that she's not going to see her father again for the 4th straight or 5th straight Father's Day. And then you turn around, you can't be happy with a phone call, and you do this. And I stopped her, and I'm like, you know what? Please tell that fucked up story just the way you told it to all your friends. Tell them I'm pissed off. Okay, and I get that I'm pissed off because you're telling me my daughter was crying for me at 1 a.m. the morning of Father's Day. Okay, crying for her father, who's been telling her she can call me anytime, anywhere. And they know I'm up until 6 o'clock, 7 a.m. every morning now. I'm up all night. I sleep in the mornings. But hypothetically, even if I was asleep, I'm going to answer the phone and get pissed off because my daughter's crying for me on Father's Day. And my daughter is so upset. She doesn't get, you don't say, let's call you dad right now. Let's figure out a way to fucking Skype with him right now. She gets up the next morning, doesn't call me, goes to diving practice, spends the entire day with my father, goes and hangs out with her fucking friends, and then calls me at the end of the night. Please tell your friends I'm pissed off over that story. Again, went quiet. And I really wish I had, but I wasn't expecting the phone call. And again, I forgot to fucking record it because I got caught up in the moment. And I said again, now I want pictures of my daughter. I want your cell phone number so I can get in contact with you. And I want him tonight. Because I'm done playing this game. Otherwise, I'm not signing off shit. And she turned around. Typical. Calling me deadbeat this and loser that and you're lazy this and, tried to say I was lazy. We can't get a job at McDonald's. And again, I had to explain to her there's a cost efficiency to being hired at any job, and they're going to look at my fucking resume. They won't hire me. And I said to her, don't pull this shit with me that I'm somehow lazy about fucking working. And then she goes, I didn't say that. I'm like, well, then what was the insinuation that I won't get a job at McDonald's about? What you're doing right now, what my father is trying to do right now, hurting my channel, is only hurting you and Erin. Then again, well, because you found women stupid enough to, that whole fucking scenario. So again, I said I wanted the pictures, and she's like, tried to do the reverse thing on me, like saying I was a narcissist and how and this is what really, even though I never blew up, but this is what really set me off. She says to me, how I verbally and mentally abused her for all these years. That's why my daughter wants nothing to do with me, and I'm doing the same thing to Charlene. I'm like, okay. So, you know, and that's why she basically keeps me. I'm like, okay. So I say to her, I'm never signing off on that fucking house. Never. Unless you let me vacate. I'll sign off on my parental rights, and you will never fucking hear from me again. And I'm like, otherwise I ain't signing shit on that fucking house. And no judge can make me fucking put my signature on it. I'll go to jail for that. I'm not gonna not pay my child support until that point comes. But I told her, you can have the house at this point, or you can have the child support, but you ain't not getting both. Not with the fucking game you've been running and you continue to run. 10 months of stringing me along as easily as you can so you can get that final signature from me. It ain't coming. And I said to her, you know, and it's all my fault for moving to Florida. And, you know, she's like, you know, you're making up this story about me trying to have you arrested. All my lawyer told your lawyer was, if you were 1 minute late bringing Erin back, that I was calling the police. I'm like, that wasn't the issue. I was picking Erin for Christmas. I was picking Erin up for Christmas. Like, you don't even got your lies straight. I was picking her up from you. You weren't getting her from me. You had her all day at Christmas. I had her at night. You were telling me you were going to throw yourself down a flight of stairs, mark yourself up, and have me fucking arrested. That's why I brought the police with me for a civil standby that Christmas morning, that day, and then that Christmas evening. And then she freaked out in the middle of the street when my Aunt Ginny, my mother's fucking youngest sister, saw the whole thing, and 4 fucking Woodridge cops. And she's standing there in the middle of fucking our street saying, I can't believe you fucking did this. And I said, you said you were going to mark yourself up and have me arrested. And then she said, right in front of 4 cops, I'm just doing what my lawyer told me to fucking do. At which point the sergeant turned around and told her not to say another fucking word. So I'm like, I tried to be reasonable. I go, I wanted 50-50 custody. I wanted to share custody to raise Erin. We had 2 or 3 different modification orders. We had 2 or 3, I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 modification orders agreed upon that she refused to sign. The moderator told her right to her face, she is unreasonable. She says to me, oh, you only wanted to do that so you could have to pay less child support. And I'm like, oh, so it is about the money with you. Click. She hangs up. I check my email. 2 pictures, the pictures I posted of Erin. First 2 pictures I got of her in 3 years. With a message that says, these are the 2 pictures Erin says you can have. I answered her back, unacceptable. I said, all digital pictures you have of my child, your cell phone number, and stop blocking me on Facebook. I ain't gonna put anything on your stupid fucking profile, but this shit is gonna end. So Charlene comes home a couple minutes later, tell her what happened. She ends up calling my ex-wife. They've never really spoken more than 2 words to each other. She says, yeah, this is hi, it's Charlene. I'm under the impression, she says to her, I'm under the impression you think I'm being abused in some way. My ex-wife lies, right? I never said that. They just lie. And then Charlene gets to what this has always been about, as far as my ex-wife is concerned. She's like, I want to talk to Aaron, please. And my ex-wife says to her, Aaron wants nothing to do with you. I'm not letting you talk to her. And Charlene then says to her, well, that's funny, Carrie. Because when we were together, she liked me better than she liked you. To the point where she wanted to call me mommy. Click. That's a kick to the pussy. And that's what it's always been about. See, they had to drive me out of New Jersey. Because the more time Erin spent with me and Charlene, the more she loved being with us. The more she loved Charlene, the more she wanted to be like Charlene. She wanted to do makeup with Charlene. Charlene gave her a coat to wear, and my ex-wife threw it out of the house. That's why the driving me. They never expected me to leave. I think they just expected me to sit in New Jersey quiet. They never actually expected me to leave. I don't know what to do in regards to Aaron at this point. I really don't. Well, I didn't, but I do. I can hope she's going to see through this someday, but I can't continue to be kept being made into a chump. And it was so hard when I got those pictures. Because she is so beautiful. And she looks just like me. Just like me. And you think about all the time you missed, and it's been taken, and it has continued to be wasted. And it kills you. It's not even about my time, it's the damage that's been done to her that I don't know is ever going to be reversed. She sees her mother and my parents just lie at will. Lie and lie. That's all she knows. Lie, 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 lie. And that's what it's been like in my family. Everything's a lie. Lie, 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 lie. When you lie like that in front of little kids, they think it's okay. So, as things stand right now, there is only one way that I see to fix this, or to improve things. I don't know if they'll ever be fixed. And that is just to keep doing what I'm doing here. Because it's driving them nuts. It's driving them nuts. And again, like I've talked about on this channel, you're never surprised when it happens. You're not. But, like I keep telling you guys, I'm more dedicated now to this channel than I've ever been. Because I've seen its potential, not only for my own personal benefit, for everybody's personal benefit. I know where I gotta take this now. I gotta make this into, build this into a network. Because it's great right now reading stories and getting clarity and getting that verification and getting that validation. But I got something so much better in mind. So much better in mind. And with the internet and the way technology is so readily available, I want to get this to a point where when I get really good narc stories, really brutal fucking asshole narcissists that you're no contact with, that have destroyed your lives, I want to get this channel to not only do you get a story, you're going to get a follow-up with the narcissist being confronted about their bullshit. And it's easy. It's easy. All you need is a camera, somebody filming, and a microphone. And it means to get to wherever you need to go. And it's not unattainable. It's not unattainable. The way this channel has the potential to grow, and the support I'm getting with 8,600 subscribers, it's insurmountable. It's amazing, the potential that we're all sitting on right now. And maybe when people start getting called out publicly for their own narcissistic bullshit put up on the internet or some other larger platform, who knows where this is going to go, maybe then these fucking people will think twice about destroying lives for their own benefits, destroying families and stealing people's children away from them, stealing relationships. Think about that. Think about that. Think about also having your story read, and then me going face to face with your narc with a microphone in their hand, with their audio. Did you say this? With their text messages. What was this text message about? And watch them run like fucking cowards and humiliate them. I think I can think of no better justice. I can do what losers like Dr. Phil refuse to do, to close the book and give you that validation, to shove it in their face, you lying piece of shit. You did this to your own child, you did this to your own spouse, your own girlfriend, your own husband, your own mother, father, whoever it is. You lying cocksucker. And then you go, you find the fucking flying monkeys. Are you really this stupid? Do you really walk through life this stupid that you would believe this unadulterated bullshit. That's where we're taking this channel. That's where we're going. We are going to get some justice. We are going to get some validation. And these narcissists will answer for their fucked up behavior. I promise you that. I promise you that. Please keep sending me your stories. And please keep supporting the channel. I need another day to work through my bullshit. Tomorrow is a huge fucking day for videos. Okay? So keep sending them. And we will get this to where we want it to be. Not just for me, for everybody involved. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching. And thank you for everybody who supported me through this. Especially to some of the videos that were made and people who pointed them out to me. I really appreciate it. And I love you guys so much. And I appreciate you all. And I appreciate your stories. And I appreciate the time. And I understand the emotion that goes into them. And I understand the trust you put in me to hand this shit over to me. To try to make sense of it for you. Just some stupid guy in fucking Fort Lauderdale. No certification, no doctorate, not a psychologist, just my opinion. And the fact that that means more to you guys than the opinion of professionals or some doctor or whatever it is, believe me, I understand the gravity of that. So I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you all. This is Ollie Matthews. Take care, everybody.